Hello there, this is Rashmi, and let me take you through the story of a poor miller's daughter. One fine morning, in a faraway land, my friends and I were sitting in the farm having the best of time. Did you hear the king's latest proclamation? Asked my friend. Oh, yes, I did. What an absurd proclamation that is. He has proclaimed that he would marry a girl who can spin straw into gold threads. Looks like he thinks we are in a magic world. Just as we were laughing about the absurd situation, two palace guards marched towards us and asked, "Which one of you is the miller's daughter here?" Next I know is that I'm locked in a large room filled with straw. Here I am. The smell of straw is suffocating. Is this all true? Did my father actually tell the king that I can spin straw into gold threads? Is all this for real? Why did father do this to me? Does he really think I'm so beautiful that I can enchant the king? Or did he really not mind me getting out of the way? After all, one mouth less to feed. I have no hope to see the next sunrise because the king and his men would hang me to death if this doesn't turn into gold threads by morning. What do I do? Oh Lord, save me. Who's there? He looks strange. Who is this odd man? Large nose and long beard. He looks unusually short and looks like he can't stand still. Hello, Mr. Miller's daughter. You look awfully sad. What's the matter? I ignored his looks and rattled out my entire story to him. He pondered. He pranced up and down, kicking bits of straw all around. He turned abruptly and said, I can turn straw into gold threads. I will help you. But what will you give me in return? I am just a poor old miller's daughter. I have nothing to give you. I have nothing to give you. Please help me. The odd man walked again a few stances and then he stopped. He had a strange smile. You will give me your first baby when you are the queen. Oh yes, for sure. Anything, anything. Just turn all this into gold. Without the slightest hesitation, I agreed. He sat at the spindle wheel, took some straw, put it into it. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Voila! The straw has turned into gold threads. He sat there all night, humming to himself, and turned straw into gold. And I sat there, dreaming. Queen? Really? A queen? I smiled to myself. Soft silk gowns and glorious crown, a miller's dame will rise to fame. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I'm going to be a queen. But I shall be a good queen. I'll take care of everyone. I shall be nice to the king. As the first rays of the sunrise kissed the earth, the odd man had turned every straw into gold. And he walked out, dancing and humming to himself without having a word with me. He did not even bother to glance at me. The king and his men marched into my room, and I could see the surprise on their faces. A man of his words, the king asked me to marry him. The next few years were wonderful, magical. There were so many things happening around me. I was happy, content, and grateful. The king was a nice man, and I have been surrounded with love, wealth, and respect. But the most precious, the most important, was of course my little princess. Just look at her. Her angelic eyes, the twirls, the curls, the babbles and the gaggles. She fills my world. She completes me. As I sit there, immersed in my thoughts of how my beautiful princess will turn into a beautiful young girl, the door creaked open and in comes the odd man. I, that is not true. This can't be real. Where did he come from? How did he reach in here? All his words came flashing into my mind. Hello, Mr. Miller's daughter. How are you? I can see you have become the queen. I have come to remind you of the promise that you made. It's time you keep up your promise. I grabbed my daughter and held her close to me. I pleaded to the odd man, please do not take her away. She's the most precious thing I have. You can take anything you want. You can have all my riches, all my wealth, but please don't take my daughter away. The odd man pondered. He walked up and down the room. He turned abruptly to me and stopped and said, if you tell me my name in the next 3 days, I shall not take the baby away from you, and I promise you, I will never return to you. Remember, every day you can take as many chances, but by the third day, if you're not able to tell me the name, tell me my name, then I shall take your baby away. I agreed, and as soon as the odd man left, I sat there. I had 100 names spinning all around me. I jotted all of them down. I called for the servants. I asked them for their names. I wrote all of them down. The first day, the odd man walks in. And I was ready. Is it Bill or Will? Is it John or Ron? Is it Malcolm, Balthazar, Casper, Masper? No, that is not my name. He turned and left the room. I was even more sad now. I thought, has to be a strange name. After all, he's a strange man. The second day, I was ready with the strange names. Is it Skinny Ribs? Is it Mutton Chops? Is it Tiny Tom? Odd Nose? Odd Man? He shook his head and said, no, that is not my name. I was devastated. I sent my messengers to scourge the kingdom for strange names. I was hopeful, and by evening, a messenger comes to me and says that he saw an odd, strange man singing a song and dancing around the fire. She is large and I am small. How I dance and prance round all. Though she's queen, how I'll claim for her only child, as I've foreseen. For she'll never claim that my name is Rumpelstiltskin. Aha, that's him, that's him, Rumpelstiltskin, that's him. And that's the tune he's been humming all this while. I thanked the messenger and I gave him as many gifts as I could and waited for the odd man to visit. In the evening, he came in, restless and jittery as ever. Well, my queen, what is my name? You said it isn't Bill or Will. Is it Phil? No, that's not my name. You said it is John or Ron. Is it Sean? No, that is not my name. Could it be by any chance be Rumpelstiltskin? His face turned red. Impossible! That's not fair! You tricked me! How did you? I had helped you when you needed me, and this is what you do to me? All humans are just tricksters. Ah! I watched him holding my baby. I was scared. He thumped his foot and he banged his head and he limped all the way and jumped right across my window. I'm really sorry, Rumpelstiltskin, but anything for my baby. Thank you.